It's September 2025, and you know what that means. Mafiathon 3 is here, and the hype is real. For 3 years straight, Cenat has gone live for 30 days in a row, giving us some of the wildest, funniest, and most unforgettable streaming moments on the internet. From epic celebrity cameos to those cringe-worthy, awkward slips, this year has already delivered it all.
What? Yo!
So today, we're breaking down Cenat's Mafiathon 3, the most loved verses, the most hated moments so far. We'll start with, of course, the most popular woman in the world right now, Kim Kardashian. From reality TV domination to billion-dollar businesses, she's perfected the art of being everywhere at once. Doesn't matter whether you love her or hate her, she's unavoidable, almost inevitable even. For the last 10 or so years, every headline, every outfit, every move of hers has been a meme or a subject of debate. And Cenat has also built his massive followership, so it was only fair they eventually met. But here's the thing, when Kim decides to pull up, she doesn't just attend, she hijacks the spotlight. And that's exactly what happened when she joined Mafiathon 3. Except she didn't just join the stream, she became the stream. Because as soon as she got in, she took control. She wasn't feeling the lighting.
Talk real quick.
Lighting is very
Okay, hold on, wait,
orange.
Let me get it.
And Kai was quick to fix it.
Do you guys have a stylist?
Oh, that's great.
Better, for sure better.
Looks good.
But for the rest of the stream, things went pretty okay.
What happened?
First of all, I want
And
to say,
how are you gonna do it differently?
first of all, how are you?
She got into character as some sort of therapist for Kai and his friends. But let's face it, what kind of therapist wears shades for a session?
As soon as she came around, you gonna do that to your mans.
What?
Nah, you act like Draymond Green, cuz. Chill, bro.
No.
And of course, it didn't take too much time for the guys to immediately start arguing, and Kim had to get them to rein it in and be orderly. Not bad for a first-time therapist. She had a really cool vibe, and along with Saint, even joined Kai and the gang to play some of those rough games he's so famous for.
I will fight till forever. Make it right. I feel like staying on the ground.
In the comments, it was a different story entirely, because leading up to the stream, many people had been worried that Kim might be out of place with Kai. But at the end of it, their reaction was quite different. Man, I can't breathe. This whole thing is hilarious. Kim can handle it though. But speaking of exploding chats, guess who came in next? Mariah Carey. Now with Mariah, she's not just a singer, she's the internet's auntie. Every Christmas season, this woman shows up and reclaims the charts like clockwork. And even outside of December, she still has that untouchable diva energy around her. And the moment she walked into the room, you could tell she still had it on her. And this wasn't just a random stream. Mariah even went as far as announcing that she was working on her new album.
Heartbreak, you got the best of me, but I just keep on coming back incessantly.
She even gave a mini performance. Like, this diva does not need auto-tune. The guys were so blown away they started yelling and going crazy. One side of the comments were like, love how they're fangirling on Mariah, and the other end were just like, she's at that age where in her head she probably likes, hey, stop yelling. But overall, everybody was just happy to have her around. And it was kind of the same situation when the Jonas Brothers came along. I mean, these guys are basically nostalgia wrapped in skinny jeans, except they actually wore baggy clothes for this stream. One person commented, this made me realize my crush on Nick Jonas never really died, OMG. But yeah, for some people, they'll always be the Disney Channel boys who gave us camp rock anthems and teen heartthrob chaos. For others, they're the definition of you had to be their fame. After their reunion, the brothers proved they could still headline tours. But not everyone thinks the magic carried over into 2025. So when they pulled up at Mafiathon 3, half the chat lost their minds like it was 2008 again, and the other half, they called it cringe. Either way, the Jonas Brothers brought the drama straight into the stream. From the moment they got in, the vibes were very good, since they'd come along with a really nice gift for Kai. You kind of feel that he was more geeked than any of us about having them on the show. I mean, just look at him singing along here.
I love it when you say my name. Come on, chat.
Or maybe he was just excited about the guitar. I mean, just look at his face.
Damn! This is tough!
bro looked like a kid who'd just been given a brand new toy. Anyway, it wasn't just Kai having fun. Chat was going absolutely bonkers too. The whole of Kai's chat was unanimous in their feelings about the brothers, with comments such as, "Bro, how have they not aged?" I love nostalgic moments, but things were a lot more complicated with these next two guests. Because really, if you're one of those people who think Mafiathon shouldn't just be all about positive vibes and sweet nostalgia, and you want a little pure chaos, these next guys were the girls for the job. Ice Spice and Latto need no introduction. They're two of the hottest female rappers in the game right now, and love them or hate them, they own the timeline every time their names drop. And since they're basically the queens of the new school, fans had been trying to put them in some type of beef, and while, yeah, they didn't have an official beef stamped up in bold letters, there had been batters of sneak disses piling up over the years. Back in early 2023, during a red carpet event, this happened.
Okay, so the last question, it's, how can I lose if I'm already chose?
Chose. Like. Are you looking at me? Somebody help me.
Latto was supposed to complete the lyrics of a song, and apparently she was clueless. Now, this wasn't just any song. This was Ice Spice's hit, Bikini Bottom, which she dropped in October of the previous year. And Latto not knowing the lyrics of a song which somebody who was almost at the same level as her had made was pretty awkward. And you can bet that the internet ran with that. And it got even more interesting when Latto started dropping bars that seemed like sneak disses at Ice. And Ice, on her own end, wasn't taking it lightly. She started dropping tweets shading Latto, accusing her of stealing her fashion style. And of course, if you know how to use Twitter, they don't need confirmation. If they're typing to start something, anything will do. So of course, you can only imagine how surprising it was when the two of them walked into Kai's stream together, like at the same time. And what was even more surprising, there was no bad blood between them at all. Throughout the stream, Latto and Ice Spice just kept on vibing with Kai like long-lost friends. From playing rock, paper, scissors to decide who would get to make the first hoop at the basketball court.
3 out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's one. No, you were still doing it.
And there was that one time when Kai pranked them into rats in his kitchen.
There is rats in here.
Now, I don't know what's funnier, them taking the bait or reacting like this.
What?
Okay, stop. No, I said don't panic. I said don't panic. Calm down. Listen.
They even previewed the music video for their new song, GYATT. The whole beef had been in fans' heads, and you could see it in the way people reacted once they realized. You can tell they were never truly beefing. The beef was set up. They clearly don't know each other, but they do admire one another. Ain't no hate between them. They are both sweethearts. The two of them even joined in the games, just like Kim K earlier. But the whole thing wasn't just roses and champagne, as fans didn't like the fact that they'd both arrived really late for the stream.
It's really
Latto,
late.
how the hell do you come so late?
Plus, fans noticed that Ice Spice was being a little bit awkward, especially with how she kept on adjusting her wig.
I was just trying to figure out my fit, honestly.
One person wrote in the chat, somebody in the chat said Ice Spice touched her hair over 5,000 times. And it wasn't just that. At some point during the stream, Ice Spice and Latto started ignoring Kai on his own stream, which was pretty weird considering that they were his guests.
Taco project?
I don't know that.
In Miami.
I'm not crazy about tacos though.
I love Mexican
I feel like
food.
everybody loves.
Well, okay, I got a question.
Oh, when you go to Tokyo, I got a best cheeseburger. for
Is
you.
it Wagyu burgers?
It's cooked in
Am I muted?
cheese, like it's like.
It got so bad that Kai had to ask chat if they could even hear him at all since he thought his mic had been muted. Pretty L stuff if you ask me. But this next guest, Keke Palmer, brought the energy right from the moment she walked through the door. Because literally just look at the vibes she came in with. And you could be sure people were enjoying every bit of it. The best part? You just knew Keke wasn't faking this. Like, she's always this extra and energetic in real life. One fan wrote in the chat, Keke, one of the few celebrities that could seamlessly transition into being a streamer and it wouldn't be forced at all, she got one of the best personalities in Hollywood. And it's really refreshing to see a celebrity act like an actual human being. Because Keke, well, she's always been the internet's chaotic best friend. We've all been fans of her Disney to Hollywood evolution, and the authenticity that helped her keep her celeb status through the two very different eras. Literally everybody had good stuff to say. She and Kai were literal best friends throughout the stream. In fact, it didn't take her any time at all before she immediately started trying to teach him how to act.
Now wait a minute, actually give me this, let's change the whole tone of it.
Okay.
And it wasn't just Kai she was nice to. Auntie was literally chummy with everyone else on the stream.
Yo, boy, Punga.
Hey, boo.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Keke?
How you doing? You look amazing.
It's good to see you.
The kid in the B.
Hello.
jump in like.
And don't even for a second let her down-to-earth personality fool you, because this woman is still a superstar in her own right, because the guys were fangirling over her, and rightly so too. But it gets even more fun. Hands down, this probably had to be the most fun out of all the streams we're covering today. Everybody was just vibing and having a really great time, including the fans. Another fan said Keke, the only person who can naturally keep up with Kai. And even when things went from playful to a little serious, Keke still had the room. Because at some point, Keke decided she wanted to try her directing skills on Kai and his friends. And you can just see how attentive each of them got.
This been your boy for years. They ain't been cool in a minute. You understand? There's been beef going on in the crew. Part of it. Remember that thing you were doing in the beginning of the other acting moment we had? Let space happen sometimes. But I can give you guys some clear acting beat.
Keke did not for one moment slow down the tempo. In fact, she was like that till the very end of the stream.
Because you know, it's really tired out here in America. They need to get it together. Just know, I love y'all. And, you know it's your girl.
And if you thought Keke's energy was exciting in a good way, well, this guest was really edgy, so make sure you stick around. Now, like it or not, Kalani is an A-lister. She sold millions, possibly even billions of records, and she's managed to stay relevant on the internet even up till now. And it's kind of easy to see why. She's one of those R&B artists that make one stop mid-scroll. It's smooth, soulful, and instantly recognizable. Over the years, she's built herself a loyal fan base off her raw talent and the vulnerability in her music, all while balancing drama with stacking respect. But sometimes her calm energy gets her labeled as forgettable, especially in louder lineups. And right here, you can see how off it felt when Kai, Marlon Wayne, and the rest of the gang started their karaoke performances, which were, by the way, pretty terrible. But not too much on her, to be fair, because she was actually vibrating in her own calm way, I guess. Although, how in the world did they start having a full-on conversation about doo-doo?
You think you should take a shower after taking a shit?
Yes, every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Usually people have like wipes or like the little thing that like sometimes bidets, but then sometimes like the really old ones have like the detachable water.
They do, but bidets leave some residue, so you still gotta use a wipe.
But probably the one moment that captured the whole evening was during the extreme noodle game. Just peep the look on her face. She looked so scared and shocked, and the fans noticed it too. One fan wrote, "Kalani looks so befuddled by how y'all just were a crazy vibe." And another person shared the same sympathy, suggesting Kalani looks terrified, commenting in the chat, "Ya all stressed poor Kalani out, and Marin should be a monthly occurrence. He's really great at streaming." But trust me, if Kalani was chill, this next guest was the absolute opposite. One fan wrote in the chat, "Ray J the biggest troll. Rolled up in his drawers, bruh just want to take a shower," because just a couple of weeks ago this had happened. Ray J literally walked in on Kai while he was in the shower. And this wasn't just a random coincidence. No, Ray J actually started to undress himself and then tried to get in the shower with Kai. And when they did get their clothes back onto stream properly, Ray came in and said this.
I see a film before, that shit tough.
What?
Now you all know what he's talking about, and that was just weird. And it was only going to get even weirder.
Listen, you ready? Be honest. You go to Diddy party before?
What? How I went to the Diddy party? I'm the new Diddy. What?
This guy wasn't claiming to have just gone to Diddy. He was calling himself the new Diddy. And at some point, Kai decided he couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, let me know.
Hell yeah, I'm the new Diddy with all the... No. Bro, now I'm not talking about it like that. I swear to God.
Out, Ray J. Out. If I ever see you in this house again, it's gonna be a problem. Out. Out. Ray, out!
But Ray wasn't just leaving. He was doubling down on his
Ray, out!
Free Puff. Free Puffy. Shout out to Kyle.
Out!
Fans were conflicted. Some were convinced this was a humiliation ritual. These humiliation rituals are getting real creative. So when he came back, you were sure it was going to be crazy, and it was. I mean, the guy literally walked in looking like...
So they don't break.
They don't break, so you can go fishing right now.
You could be sure the fans were digging everything he was serving. Hilarious. Very hilarious. But then we had Lala Anthony, who basically everybody knows from the TV series The Chai. She was actually super chill and even helped Kai's friends set up a sort of mini Love Island right there on the stream.
Actually suggest you guys turn and face them so they can see you and look at you.
But of course, at some point, she had to step in and get the guys back on track.
See yourself keeping in touch? Kai, stay focused. Do you see yourself keeping in touch?
I do.
But at the end of the day, it was probably still okay, because the fans absolutely loved her big auntie energy and how she was able to get everyone organized, with one of them saying, Lala just wanted them to make sense out of what was happening. Next time they should just have it organized and structured. And finally, there was Roman Atwood. Now this guy is like OG YouTube status. Kai even said it, and Roman was just the perfect uncle that day. Very chill, very relaxed, not doing too much, just a proper role model, really. Reggie got really starstruck too.
You got Roman Atwood here, you didn't?
What's up?
It's my boy Reggie. Yo, y'all done grew up.
Hey,
I used to watch y'all every
How are you, man? Thank you.
It's my boy Reggie right here. Nah, that's fire. Roman Rickman.
And honestly, he was all of us. Roman was a guy that many people actually grew up watching, especially with those harmless pranks he used to pull back around 2011. Someone commented, Roman Atwood raised a whole generation of kids, and we're all grown up now. It's so nice to see him and his family doing good. So it was understandable that most people were so excited to finally see their teenhood hero on the big stage again after such a long time, this time with a whole family around him. And that's a wrap on the most loved and most hated it moments of Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 3 so far. Which one was your favorite? And be honest, were there some guests you think didn't live up to the hype? Drop your thoughts down below. We're reading all the comments, but don't go anywhere just yet, because the best is still to come. At the end of September, we're dropping the ultimate highlight reel of every insane moment from Mafiathon 3. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button right now, turn on the bell, and get ready, because it's about to get even crazier.